All right, if exes were honest, let's get into it. Let's see if these questions get spicy.
And you didn't bother to be there for me or ask me if I was okay at all.
I did all the time. You didn't.
No, you were always just like nagging me.
Hello, and welcome to Split Decision. I'm your host, Kat Takahashi, and today we brought 4 ex-couples to the studio. Some of these couples are reuniting for the first time. Some are still seeking closure.
That is a lie.
And some may still be in love.
I really just like want to be with you.
You're about to face
part in this video where like they take their bitch, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy gets with this girl. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, bro.
You guys ready?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
We're in for
the
a long
first
one,
prompt
bro.
is, I will miss having sex with my ex. Make your split
We're already getting the spicy ones, okay?
decision in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around.
Oh, wow.
Dane, you say yes, but Luna, you say no, I will not miss having sex with my ex. Why is that?
I just haven't really felt any sexual urges for anyone for a while. So.
He missed that pussy. He missed that head. I know that. Bro, if a girl got a pretty face, I feel like their head game good.
So it's not just him in particular. It's just not something that's been on my mind lately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dane.
I mean, yeah, I totally would love to.
He missed that pussy.
But, you know, I'm just gonna have to move on from that.
How does it feel knowing that she's stepping on the no right there?
Oh, it's no biggie, you know.
Okay. Were you expecting that?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been trying.
Hey, you're no, but Mia, you're yes. So Mia, I'd love to hear more.
I feel like the sex was cool for the time and I enjoyed it.
Oh, this is lesbian. Why does this girl dead look like my sister?
But I feel like if we were to
a little cold in the room.
Try to revisit it now, it would be weird just on like an emotional level. But like the sex was good physically.
Ray, why are you on no?
The sex was better for Mia than it was for me, just because of the dynamic that we had specifically. It was more focused on what she wanted than what I wanted.
What was it that you wanted that you weren't really getting?
I'm a top.
I'm also a top.
Yeah, so that's like what that's the conversation we're having here. Like I enjoy topping like a lot, and so like I was like switching to accommodate, and you were not.
To be frank, I wanted to strap her more than she wanted to be strapped.
I'm Mia, and I'm 23.
My name is Ray Pfizer. I'm 25.
All right, go live, bro. Gup name is not needed, bro.
We dated for 2 years. We weren't compatible.
Yeah. We were better off as friends.
Priscilla, Victor, you both say yes.
I think we have a really good sex life. I'd only ever been with one other person before him. So when we got together, I was really given the space to like explore like
what the fuck happened
sexuality in the room and new things. And it was just like a very safe and fun space for me. I'm super into like the BDSM world.
Okay.
So getting to like finally explore that after like just reading about it for so long was very fun for me.
1 out of 10, how was the experience?
I was a 10.
How was it for you, Victor?
10.
What the fuck happened?
I just want some suspense there, yeah.
Ray, how about you? 1 to 10, how would you rate sex with Mia?
It's like a 6.
A 6?
Yeah, it's like not bad sex. That's all I can really say.
I think they just both didn't like agree on shit.
Mine,
they both.
Jen, what
were tied.
attracted you both together?
So I actually, he's not my type at all.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, so it was only after that he grew on me, then I was like, I do like taller, bigger guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so then
you
now
like
he's very
niggas?
attractive to me.
How about for you?
Yeah.
Hey, all you insecure short niggas, bro. This is this is perfect. This is perfect for you.
Like, same thing. We started as best friends, and then so I never got attracted to her whatsoever. And then it just grew, you know? It's that love, that bond that we had.
We were together for 8 years.
8 years?
And we broke up about 3 years ago. We broke up because of trust issues and respect issues for each other and communication.
Okay, the next prompt is, my family and friends thought I could do better. Go ahead and turn around.
Wow.
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 Interesting, okay. Luna, you say, yes, your friends and family thought you could do better. Tell us more.
My family liked Dane. It was more so my friends knowing of situations that we had been through.
Do you have an example?
So, you remember New Year's Eve in New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was pretty
What
angry.
happened? What happened?
We went to a show and we came back and I had said something that upset him. He kind of threw a fit and he just walked out the door.
Oh,
and
shit.
I ended up spending New Year's alone that night at my friend's house because everybody else was off doing stuff.
Wow.
So I was just kind of crying in the bed by myself and had no idea where he went just because of a small argument that had
What the fuck?
ensued earlier.
Okay, and then, so your friends know about that kind of stuff.
It, made them think less of him.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was not the best on that New Year's, and I am very aware that her friends weren't too fond of me after that, for sure. And that was just like getting close to the end of our relationship. But my friends and family really liked Luna,
Not all of them liked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So Ray, your friends and family thought you could do better?
Yes. You never really met any of my family, but all of my friends think that you took advantage of me and like didn't appreciate all the things that I did for you. They also found out about the PowerPoint that you made about my red flags after our first date.
That's so funny.
Isn't it hilarious?
You made a... That's actually the most toxic thing I've heard this whole video. A red flag PowerPoint? That's fucked up.
PowerPoint?
Yeah, she made a PowerPoint. Went through it with her friends, and then
We were drunk.
eventually I found out, and I like told my friends, like, haha, and they were like, hey, that's actually not okay. So
Mia, why did you say yes?
The way that you would speak to me sometimes like wasn't okay. Like you almost had like no filter to a point where you were just like being mean to me all the time.
yeah, that's
And I
fair.
was like, damn, this sucks. Like I love you.
Yeah, that's
you know?
my fault. My bad. Grew up in a crazy household.
Yeah,
so sorry.
I think you were just like working through some stuff, and my friends just like saw how that affected me. But they love you now.
The next prompt is, I cheated on my ex. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn around.
Stop the cat. Stop the fucking cat. I don't believe this shit for a fucking second, bro.
So we were just really young. We dated since high school. We realized that we had very different love languages. And then I was just always constantly searching that in other people.
Wait, so they were in an 8-year relationship and she cheated. Didn't they say it was trust issues?
Like I messed up. And then I hurt him a lot because I'm also his first girlfriend and everything. And so like everything like really came crashing down hard after.
How did you find out?
It was like a friend that we hung out with in a group for I think like about 3 years or so. She talked to him and he talked to her behind my back. So then the girl that was with that guy at that time, I found out from her because she sent me messages that they deleted from each other. So it hurt like really, really, really bad because I'm a guy of respect, and then that's kind of disrespecting me.
And you were in love with her?
Yeah, I was. I mean, she was my first, and then I thought she was my last too.
What was it that made you want to cheat on him?
I don't know, like I always told him, like when we started being together, I was like, I hate cheaters because I got cheated on before too.
So you're a fucking hypocrite! Bro, you just can't trust these girls, bro. That's fucked up! First off, you convince them, oh, I fucking hate cheaters, blah, blah, blah. You ever do this shit, I'ma fucking do all this shit. And then you go behind his back and do that shit?
It's
Oh,
just
like
more
this girl,
environmental
bro.
factors, like how I am with my family. Like I'm just like this perfect person. And then I think I always wanted to like self-destruct, self-sabotage. But he was like literally everything I ever had. Like he was the best person, like best boyfriend. He treated me right. Like our love language was very different. But like I mean, he loved me, and I know that he loved me. But then I don't know what happened, and that's my biggest regret.
After the cheating, I tried to make it work, but it was still in my mind, in the back of my mind.
Now that's why I disagree with you, bro. Cheating experience, bro, you cannot fix shit, bro. You cannot fix shit. Glad that you left her.
Gone.
That y'all broke up.
I mean, there's always a possibility.
No, bro, get over her. I wouldn't really be paying attention.
Since our separation, I've been with someone who is better in bed.
You send them up, Jubilee. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, go ahead and turn around.
Yeah. Wow.
So Jen, after the breakup, there was someone else who was even better.
So like when I was with him, like that's the best I ever had. But then like when we broke up, like I was with someone that like really loved me, like really like just gave me everything.
Oh my God! What did he do wrong?
Like in the short amount of time that like for 8 years, like, I couldn't even feel with him. So that's why I think that their sex was better in the sense that it was like love. But I think that's what I was missing from him was like, I couldn't receive love the way that he gave.
Did you feel that way too during the sex? Like you couldn't give your love?
I thought I gave my all, 100% of it, because that's all I knew. So I gave my 100. Yeah.
Okay, Victor, how do you feel that she's standing on yes right now, that yes, she had a better experience since you?
I mean, good for you. That's awesome. Yeah. I feel like we were always pretty sex positive, so I think if you're out there having great sex, like I'm not gonna hold it against you. It would be weird to expect her to only have bad sex after the fact, you know? I feel like I kind of pushed you to date other people.
He kind of really did. I had a very negative view on relationships after we broke up because I was like just completely shattered and all my thoughts and beliefs were pretty much destroyed. He's like, you're young, you're single, like get out there, meet people, like leave your house. We were together for 2 years and we broke up in July of 2021.
I started feeling like I wasn't wanting to be in a relationship anymore, so I broke up with her.
Yeah.
The next,
there's more to that.
I never fully trusted my ex when we were together.
Oh, damn.
So, Ray, you never fully trusted Mia when you were together.
So the second time that we dated, it was poly. And
second time, yeah, they're not getting back together.
It off with me being a secret to one of her other partners. So I didn't know that I existed, and then once found out that I existed, didn't know why I was in Mia's life, i.e. we were dating. So it just made me feel like anyone that she brought around, I didn't fully trust that they knew who I was and why I was around. For whatever reason, Mia felt like she couldn't tell this person about me.
Mia, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty fair. I mean, it was kind of a weird situation because they had kind of like asked not to be privy to those things, and we were poly at the time. That was like her kind of preference with things, so I just like didn't bring it up.
But I was like your main, so it wasn't like we were just hooking up. You were like literally my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she was the side, you know what I'm saying? Not to like break down polyamorous relationships like that, but like you were my girlfriend, like I was your partner, and then she was just someone that was a branch of other relationships.
But did this other person know that? Did you communicate that to them?
Yes. Yeah, everyone knew. Like
not everyone.
She knew you existed. She just didn't know like who you were because she didn't want to know.
Oh shit.
It's over. You don't even speak anymore, so it's chill, dude.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Dude's crazy.
Luna, so the trust wasn't fully ever there.
In the beginning it was, and there was an incident where I was using his phone as a flashlight and a girl texted him saying, come cuddle. And
come on, bro. He already knows, bro.
or that nothing sexual had happened to cause that, and whether I told myself I believed him or not, I just never could really come back from it.
Anything you want to say to that?
Yeah, so like that was out of the blue for me as well. That was my girl best friend at the time. But no, yeah, it was a random.
Oh, nah, bro. How are you gonna tell your girl best friend to come cuddle?
No. And she knew that I was with Luna, and like it was just like a
Dane
thing
said she was doing it on purpose to
I
try,
think she was
like, so
doing
I
it
could
on
see it.
Nah, bro, there's more to that. There's more to that.
So if you felt that way, then why was the trust gone though?
Oh no.
Oh no, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's what
that
Dane
was my
saying.
story.
Oh, I see.
True.
I feel like that could have been part of it, but I didn't know if that was the whole story.
How come you don't believe him when he says that?
Something probably happened there. I don't know. But even if it didn't, like the fact that someone had felt comfortable enough to text him that while she knew he was dating me still made me uncomfortable.
And I could see why her trust was gone. My trust for her would have been gone if the tables were turned, you know?
I've recently cried thinking about my ex.
Oh, he's still broken, bro. Nobody get this man a girl, bro. I swear.
Jen, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not just one time. It was like multiple times just replaying the scenarios. It's like shattering, you know? Like,
He still
you had hopes and
loves her.
dreams of something that would, you know, be like the end, but it's not. And then, like, every time that I think about it, it's just like heartbreaking.
How about you?
Well, probably all the time. So probably like last week or something. I don't know.
Wow. I think these people can get back together, but I don't know if they can stay together, bruh. Cause you cheated on this nigga, bro.
I always try to talk about like getting back together because like we're like almost 30 now. Like we should have like a family and kids. Or I mean like it's expected of me to have family and kids. But then I feel like there's so much things that are just...
So, yo, Ma, you're telling me you never found another relationship after her? And you're like 30? Dog, you need to get out of there, bro. You're trying to get back with her? Oh, she cheated on you, bro.
Broken and dented in our relationship that I don't think it'll go well, even though I want it to go well. So if I never like messed up in the past, or if I never like took him for granted, then we would probably still be together.
As y'all have like observed, I'm mostly like in the wrong in our relationship pretty much. I was really lazy and I could have done a lot of things differently. So whenever I think about how happy I was in our relationship and how I was really like not the best, it makes me, you know, tear up, cry.
How do you feel knowing that he's this emotional about this?
I feel bad, I guess. I mean, honestly, I feel neutral over it. I hate that he still gets upset about it, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Loved my ex more than they loved me. Jen more than she loved you.
There were things that she did that showed me that she doesn't love me. She's like a word of affirmations kind of person, but even though the words say that, you know, she loves me, it doesn't show it. The disrespect, the mistrust, yeah.
I mean, I thought I knew what love was. I thought I loved him, but of course, like if you love someone, you don't really go and do that. And I would say like now I feel like I appreciate and love him more. So roles have been reversed now, but before it was definitely him loving me a lot more.
Priscilla, you loved him more than he loved you during the relationship?
He initially pursued me, and then as we got more and more into it, I mean, he's the one who broke up with me, so obviously I loved him more. At that point, he was my forever. I never saw anybody else but him.
Like the one?
Yeah, he was just the one.
Victor, did you know that she felt that you were the one?
Yeah, she would say it all the time.
Damn.
No, you know what? I learned something about myself in that relationship, and that was that I'm not that much of a relationship person. It was like tough to reconcile because while we were in it, it felt like this is such a good relationship. This is so solid. Like this is somebody that I should have in my life forever. But it still wasn't like satisfying on the inside. Like I still didn't feel like I wanted to be in a relationship.
So you haven't been in a relationship since?
Since we broke up, I haven't dated anybody.
But no, he's definitely the kind of person where mid-conversation, he's like, I'm done with this conversation. And that's how I felt a long time about our relationship, that he just woke up and was like, yeah, I'm good about this now.
How did that feel when you discovered that? When you felt that from him, like, oh, he's done?
I remember specifically when I felt it. It was about 3 months before we broke up because we went to the movies and I went to hold his hand and it was the first time he didn't hold it back. It was off. And then 2 days after my birthday, that's when he decided.
Luna,
Damn.
Dane, you both
Some shit just does not work out,
say,
bro.
You know, in a relationship, you're physical with your partner. You tell them that they're cute, amazing, and that you love them. You always reassure them how much they mean to you. And I never got it.
Give me a dick or anything, bro. Dang, you just miss sex, bro. You been
from Luna.
and you can
which
see it
made
from her.
me-
You
really,
can
They lie.
apparently that's a lie, but
Oh shit! Wait, what did I miss?
of them, you always reassure them how much they mean to you, and I never got any of that from Luna. It made me it really
That is a lie.
apparently
not
that's a lie,
true.
but that's how I felt, and it just like threw me off in our relationship for sure.
I tried to say positive things to you, but if you didn't hear them, that's...
what was it you didn't hear, like?
Things that made me feel appreciated or important, you know?
And so why do you say yes, Luna?
Actions speak louder than words. I feel like I made more sacrifices for our relationship, and I just don't I didn't feel like my energy was matched by Dane.
I think they both have like different love languages because I feel like you probably have words of affirmation, so you need that, and then that's probably what she you thought she was lacking because that's how me and
I was
were
also gonna
too.
say that we both have different
Yeah.
perspectives of
Yeah.
love, and it's just like it doesn't work because we can't give each other what we each other need, you know?
You like telling me you love me and I'm beautiful doesn't equate to me asking you for help in a certain area of our relationship and like over and over and over again.
I definitely feel like I made sacrifices that
saying.
went unnoticed in our relationship still, and you still don't even notice them.
What kind of
Okay, like
sacrifices?
what?
Like moving all the way from Florida to live in Alabama so she could be closer to her family. And
You're the one who like you wanted to move in together the most. You wanted to make that move initially.
Dog, it doesn't, bro. He has no backup, bro. This is on you.
I think you wanted to make the move the most, but I don't want to do this right now.
This is the place to do it. I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm the one who got the apartment. I went and worked, and I
didn't
found
go
him.
work at all or make any money or put in or contribute to any of that.
I know you did a lot, but I just felt like I did feel like I was doing more.
Did you feel like you were doing more?
I didn't feel like I was doing more. I felt like we were equally like striving for something.
You felt like it was equal?
I feel like it was equal for a while there, but until I realized that she didn't feel the same way, and then I stopped trying as hard.
That shit's
You want
not
to share
getting fixed.
your experience?
There was a period of time where I would literally bend over backwards for you and like run across all the seas to like make you happy, and I didn't feel any of that back. I like thinking about it right now, I can't think of a single thing that you ever did for me that was specifically like for me, like just to make me happy. I think you loved how much I loved you more than you actually loved me. I didn't feel loved by you until honestly like recently.
Damn, Mia, you are a piece of shit.
Too little too late for me. Like by the time you were like open and willing to like put in effort like that, like I was already kind of like checked out. Like
Yeah. The entire time though, I didn't feel any love from you. Like you actually forced me not to say I love you the first time I wanted to say it because you could like see that I wanted to say it. You were like, hey, don't say that. So that I didn't say it.
Wow.
You didn't want Ray to say I love you.
I don't even remember how many months in that went, but it was like really quick. So I felt like it was soon.
Do you remember actually?
Yeah, it was like only a couple months in, I want to say.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I was a different person back then.
Yeah.
But you felt the love.
Yeah, I felt like, I genuinely felt like I loved you. Honestly, I think we only dated for someone because we were attracted to each other. Like everything else was like fine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would agree.
Made significant sacrifices in our relationship that went unnoticed and unappreciated. Jennifer, what were some of those things that you did?
Like, he's just not really used to his parents telling him I love you and all that. So then I feel like the way that I cared about him, it was just very unnoticed because he didn't really read how I give love the same way. Like, you don't tell me that I'm pretty, or you don't tell me that you enjoy being with me. We hang out and I'll be like, oh my God, I really want to hang out with you. And he's like, we have been hanging out, but then we're just like in our room, like doing nothing. I just felt like he didn't really care of how much love I gave him.
I mean, our love languages are completely opposite. I grew up with like a household that, you know, them saying sorry to me is like, hey, you want to go eat kind of thing. So it's like never those words. So I'm not used to it. And so it's really hard. It's like.
But weren't you guys like together for like 8 years, bro? That's something that you get used to after like a year, bro.
Speaking Spanish, I'm speaking Chinese, and we're trying to like, you know, communicate. It's not easy. You know, I like at that time, like there's no way to recognize it. We weren't mature enough. We didn't know anything until now.
Dane, so you made significant sacrifices that you felt went unnoticed.
Most definitely, like just all of the love that I gave her, honestly, that I feel like it went unnoticed and unappreciated because like it was more materialistic from her, and I felt like I had to do more things in order for her to notice what I had to offer.
Yeah, but the question was like, what did you sacrifice for our relationship that I didn't appreciate?
Me moving all the way from Florida just to come live with you in Alabama.
You wanted to live? Oh my God, bro. This guy is so stupid.
You told me you wanted to do.
Because you said you wanted me to do it, and I made that sacrifice to be away from my family so you could stay with yours. And it didn't mean anything to you.
It did, and that's why I tried so hard to keep everything we had going. And
I did too.
by that time, that's when our relationship definitely started to fail, and that's when I feel like you stopped caring as much. Maybe, I mean, you might have been depressed because you moved away, and I understand that. I get that, but...
And you didn't bother to be there for me or ask me if I was okay at all,
I did all the time. You didn't
No, you were always just, like, nagging me to do things.
You felt like the move was a big enough sacrifice, was to show your love.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. And, like, I put us on this really dope catering gig, and I got us both these dope jobs.
Just because you moved to where I was doesn't mean you don't have to uphold your end of the relationship anymore.
And I still upheld my end of the relationship. You just stopped noticing me.
Okay, I don't want to get like into an argument, but
see, like that's every time I bring, like I could sit here and apologize for my parts in the relationship all day long and notice everything that I didn't like do for you. But anytime that I bring up like something I felt in the relationship, you say you don't want to argue and that I'm wrong and that I'm not. I didn't say
you're wrong.
You pretty much are. You can say it without saying it.
I'm sorry.
Like sorry,
I'm sorry you didn't feel
you're picture
appreciated.
perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Luna. So like, what specifically were like these like the adult things that you wanted him to do that he wasn't doing?
It was simple things like, can you wash your clothes?
That's pretty
Can you
easy.
pick up after yourself? Can you, after you finish cooking, can you help clean up?
But it was like such a thing. Like I could like finish like a bowl of cereal and put the cereal bowl in the sink and just run to the bathroom real quick. 'Cause you know it's hard to do things when you gotta use the bathroom. And she'd immediately be like, "You didn't wash your freaking dishes." And that just like
this kind of stuff just happened
annoying.
so many
It's
times.
just, like,
That's
such
by
a
the
quick
time
thing,
it was
like-
like, yeah, it was just, I was over it. It was just always up.
All right, so she's a little bit of a clean freak, and then this guy's a little bit lazy.
And I feel like that was
I'm
unsaid
saying
in our
that.
relationship, but that was the way it was.
In your mind, that's the way it was.
I'll be lazy sometimes.
So Ray, you made some significant sacrifices that you felt were unappreciated, unnoticed.
Yes. When we started dating, we lived like 45 minutes away from each other, and I would drive to you every weekend. You came to my apartment once to the, like 6 months we were together at that time.
Wow, Mia, you put like Ray, you deserve better. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Flew from overseas to see you, spent like $23,000 or $2,300 on a plane ticket, and you felt like you were doing me a favor by not charging me rent for the month that I was staying with you.
Hell no. Yeah, you a bitch.
So I just paid like over $2,000 to come see you.
Wow.
No, I appreciate you for driving that much. Like, I'll admit I didn't like your apartment. I didn't like driving.
I think it's less about me doing it than how you're responding to me doing it. Like, I never felt appreciated.
And Mia, you're on yes as well. You also feel like you made significant sacrifices that weren't appreciated?
I think like emotional labor.
No, I don't.
Emotional labor?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I honestly cannot imagine
Does
a single
anyone?
sacrifice you made for our relationship. Is this about our intimacy?
Yeah.
That's not a sacrifice.
No, but it is though, because it's like it was like either it's gonna happen your way or it's not gonna happen at all. Bottoming is like not something I want to do all the time, and like I had to in order to be intimate with you, and there was no like equalness to that whatsoever. And I like was trying to be respectful of the fact that like you weren't comfortable with your body at the time, which is why I did it. But I'm saying that's like a lot of emotional labor to like go through.
The intimacy, yeah, I'm sorry. I just can't see it that way because I had such like gender confusion. It was insane. And what was going on inside of my brain and how I felt about myself was worlds larger than anything that you could have been experiencing because you couldn't go down on me. I'm being honest. Like, there's no way in the world that you felt as intensely about that as I felt as intensely about how shitty I felt about my body.
You're literally telling me that how I felt about it doesn't matter because it pales in comparison to your journey with
It's
it.
not that it doesn't matter, but what are you sacrificing from not topping me?
Okay, like imagine not being able to top someone that you love. You're a top.
Yeah.
It was like my
Sincerely.
first queer relationship,
Yeah, of
and I was
course.
figuring things out. And so it was like my identity and my room for growth was not a thing that could happen because of like exterior circumstances, and that sucked for me. And I felt like you only wanted me to be a very specific version of myself that was in the way that you could have it, and I had to put everything that I was to the side to accommodate that. Does that make sense?
Mm-mm. Is it because, sorry, are you saying that like who you became wasn't someone that I wanted to be with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, fully. I think the same thing for you to me.
It's like the first time they actually agreed on something since the first question, I ain't gonna lie.
Wish my ex and I were still together.
Oh, this is when it gets fucking, this whole entire video gets pointless. Dane, I swear to God, if you say fucking yes, bro. They fucking both say they still like talked?
You know, Dane, I'm a little surprised to see you on no after this conversation.
Yeah, me fucking too.
I know, I changed my mind today.
Really?
Yeah. You know, just like coming out here with like my own intentions and like just realizing that I'm pretty like stupid for like thinking that me and her would ever have a chance again. And just the way, seeing that the way both of us interact together this whole trip just makes me not want to be together with her anymore.
I agree. We just don't mesh well anymore. Yeah.
What you came here today hoping for what?
I came on this whole trip with Luna just to make her happy. Hopefully that like she would notice that I care enough to spend time with her and do stuff that she wants to do.
So that maybe you could get back together?
Yeah.
Dang. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta be the stupidest guy I've ever fucking seen them all. You flew out for this video, spent time with her, thinking you can get back in the relationship. And then once you guys actually talk about serious shit, you're like, never mind.
But there's no happening with that, so I'm just like accepting it now and standing on no. Yeah.
You say yes, you want to get back together?
If there were
Bro,
maybe
give it up!
maybe, but
I believed we would spend the rest of our lives together. So you thought you would spend the rest of your life with Priscilla?
Yeah, in the beginning I did, yeah.
Nigga, didn't you leave?
It's like I was saying earlier, I learned over the course that we weren't quite compatible, but in the beginning I was like head over heels. I was completely in love.
Wow.
She said it herself. I pursued her. So just, I don't know. Just couldn't get over myself, I guess.
I think it's from the moment I saw him, like he literally took my breath away. And then when we got into a relationship, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've always wanted. Like, this is the exact relationship I've always
Victor, you're
dreamt
fucked
of
up,
having.
dog.
And we always had that honest
for say
communication.
yes to.
And he kept it through to the end because I said, just always be honest with me. And he was when he said that this wasn't something that he wanted to do or be in anymore. So he's still one of my best friends. And I will always have love for him. I'm not in love with him anymore, but that love I have for him will never cease.
Mia, so you thought you two were going to spend the rest of your lives together?
Yeah, I mean,
You treated her like shit. Oh God, bro, you're
Like,
really fucking
young.
go. This is
I was like
stupid.
19. I was a baby.
Oh.
Like, I do hope to spend the rest of my life with you. Like, I hope that
Homies.
Yeah, I hope that we're homies for like a real long time. Like, I hope that I get to be at your wedding and you get to be at mine. And like, I don't know, I really appreciate you in my life, so.
Aw. So Luna, you never felt like Dane was the person I'd be spending the rest of my life with?
I feel like we may have ended up being together for a very long time, but I just couldn't really see myself with anyone forever. I don't know. And then once we neared the end of our relationship, it became more clear that we weren't compatible living together, so it was obvious at that point.
I mean, yeah, of course, I thought we were gonna, spend the rest of our lives together. I don't really spend enough time with people unless that's like my goal.
I think relationships can still be important and not have to end in marriage or, lifelong companionship.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
My ex has a quality that will be really hard to find in someone else.
Well, Luna just has her own qualities about her that, like every other human does. So I'm not looking for qualities that Luna had in other people anyways. So I say no.
Mia, what qualities did Ray have that you don't feel like you can find in anyone else?
You're a really dope person. I'm glad that I like found you and have you in my life. And I don't think anyone could like fill the specific spot that you fill in my life. It's not like oh, I could just like put another friend in your spot.
I hate that I stepped on no. It's the truth. No, it's like still how I feel. I don't want you to think that you're not like special or anything like that, because you definitely like are a good person and someone that like came into my life and like changed it in a net positive, honestly, even though we went through so much. But like, I thought that when we broke up, I would never find anyone that I got along with so well, and then I like did.
Yeah.
So like, it was proved to me that like, it's great that you're here, but if you like weren't, I think I'd be okay, which I'm sure that you would also be okay.
Yeah, like it's not on a romantic level that I stepped here.
Okay. I appreciate that you're really supportive.
I think with Victor, he just created this quality of making me feel so safe and comfortable. He was like, I felt so comfortable anytime he would do this really reassuring thing when we would walk through a crowd. He would always place his hand towards the back of my neck to kind of like guide me in a way. And it was so subtle. I don't even know if you remember, but I think about that when I'm in big crowds, and it's like I haven't found that sense of like where I'm with someone and I'm like, oh, I can just like be.
It's amazing.
Wow.
I think Priscilla's...
What the fuck, dude? Victor, you actually sold. Are you gay? Is there like a plot
probably the kindest person that I've ever met. She's unbelievably nice. Even to people that are mean to her, which is probably not a good thing. But she's super nice. She's incredibly hardworking. I've seen it personally, like the things that she's done to like, go out of her way to take care of her family. She takes incredible care of our dog. Like that dog eats better than I do. Yeah, she's just somebody that you can lean on, rely on.
Oh,
yeah.
bro. No.
Wow.
Has he never told you this?
You think I'm cool? That's awesome.
I didn't say cool.
Okay, well, maybe not cool. You think I'm kind.
Ready to ask you in this studio right now, will you take me back?
Oh,
okay, everyone, make your split decision.
I ain't gonna lie. These are one of the better Jubilee videos, bruh. W fucking video, bruh. See y'all in the next one. Peace.